Wayne Hughes tells the story of a weak and sickly man who had gone to the doctors and seemed to get no better. And every one of us encountered people like that. We perhaps have been in that situation before in our own lives, where we've tried to get better, we were sick, and for whatever reason, we just couldn't seem to get better. And in this story that Hughes tells, this man had saw it, he was a righteous man, and he had prayed, and God gave him a vision one night. And the vision was, this man lived out in a small cabin way out in the woods, and he lived at the base of a mountain. And right outside of his door, not far from the door of his cabin, there was a large boulder that had rolled down from the mountain. And in the vision, God gave this man, he saw himself pushing against the rock. And so God intuitively spoke, not in so many words, if you will go out and if you will push against the rock, then you will be stronger and you will get better in the process. And the man felt like this was truly a revelation from God. So what did he do? He went out and he began to push against that boulder. And he did that day after day after day after day. And some time had passed, about 8 months had passed, and he decided, well, you know what, I'm going to see how far I've moved this boulder. So he went out and kind of had made a mark before when he had first started. He went out and measured it. You know how far he moved it? Not even an inch. And he became discouraged. He said, I've been doing all this pushing. I've been doing all this exerting effort. I've been trusting God. I've been acting upon the vision. I pushed this stone. I pushed it and pushed it and pushed it, and I haven't moved it a bit. And that night, God came to him again in a vision. Came down and sat with him on the front porch. And he said, what's wrong, my son? He said, God, I did everything you said to do. I pushed and pushed and pushed against that rock. And you told me it would move. Jesus said, no, I didn't tell you it would move. I told you to push against the rock, and you'd be moved. Now go look at yourself in the mirror and see the man that you have become because you pushed so hard against that rock for these many months. The rock hasn't moved a bit, but you have been changed. And I think about that in my life. When God speaks a certain way and says to do something, sometimes we misread his motives. Sometimes we think they're just for us to accomplish some things that we want done. When really the deeper level of transformation is what it is doing on the inside of us.